Hey, what is up, everybody? It's Anthony back at again with another daily vlog, and my girlfriend just called me, so I decided to start this video. And she showed me that like my video that I just uploaded looks like wavy. So like, take a look. Like it looks like it just is beginning to me. Like, do you kind of see it? I don't know what's really happening because it wasn't like that when I rendered the video. I don't know what's really happening because YouTube, they actually messaged me, not like messaged me, but like it came up my screen when I uploaded it, saying that it was like. Something, I don't remember exactly what it said, but like if you've ever uploaded a video and it says that something, they could like change up your video so it's more stable, and I did that because, you know, why not? And I guess that's probably what affected it. So prior to this video I did not take a shower, and it's like 4 o'clock right now or something because I didn't have school today this whole week. So my friend just texted me also saying that there's a Detroit auto show this weekend in the Cobo Center of Detroit. And I kind of want to go because that's kind of interesting. I'm a car guy, and not like a super car guy, but like cars are nice to see, you know. And I like my favorite car is preferred like right now a Mustang with a good exhaust. That's just what I like. It's my preferability, you know. So it'd be nice to go see everything. And he's literally Shayla, and he's literally texting me. But he just asked if I want to go with him to the auto show. But I kind of would rather go with like my friends and maybe my girlfriend. We'll see what's going to happen. But anyways, as you've seen from the title of this video, I'm going to be telling you guys a story. And probably the thumbnail, you can tell that it's not super good, but it's not super bad either. But you'll understand why everything's in the thumbnail, why everything's in the title. So without further ado, let's get right into the story. Okay guys, so I'm currently in my gaming setup area / my office, or whatever I like to do all my editing and all that kind of stuff for. So I'm just going to call it my office for now. So I'm here right now, and I'm going to tell you guys actually 2 stories, because one just happened today. Like when I was gone, I was riding my mini bike after I stopped my vlog. Something actually happened that's kind of a little bit crazier than the other one, but kind of not. So the first one I'm going to go to that I was going to be telling you guys originally was, it was last year. I don't remember exactly when, 2016, but it wasn't winter. But anyways, just to start off the story, let's just say it was like the rainy season, let's just say that. But it wasn't raining, you know, it was like the cloudy, dark area. So it all started basically where there was an abandoned Kmart near my house, right? And nothing has ever been there for like a year straight. So we thought nothing is gonna be going inside of there, and you can hear them, they're going on all the time. And that's just all you hear when you go inside there, right? And it's like an empty place, like not somewhere that you'd expect someone to go to. But the only problem is that you can go into the store, like the abandoned store, right? You can go into it, but the only problem is that the door that you get inside of it is in the front of the building, and there's a Burger King inside the parking lot. So keep that in mind, that there's a Burger King inside there that's actually active, and like people like buy food all the time. And there's always a drive-through that is literally in the back of the Burger King looking at the Kmart. So like just to give you like a little like visual, so like the Burger King's over here, and like the drive-through, the cars come over here, right? And then the Kmart door where you go in is over here. So you kind of get what I'm saying, right? So later that day, me, my friend Jamie, Jacob, Andrew, and my cousin Lewis were all hanging out. It was day 2 of all of us hanging out because they spent the night at my house. So my mom is not at my house, luckily. She wasn't at my house. And my dad was home, and my cousin Lewis, his mom was there waiting to get picked up because we were on our way home. So I actually went inside the Kmart before this incident actually happened, but I'm just telling you guys like when this incident actually, but so we went inside the Kmart and blah blah blah, and there was no trespassing signs. So technically, you're allowed to go inside of it because it didn't say anywhere that there was no trespassing allowed. So we went inside, right? And then we were all done. We went in like every room, and I don't know if you guys knew this, but there's like deep back rooms inside of the Kmart's. So it really is like a lot of stuff inside the Kmart. So we went. There's an upstairs too. Did you guys know that there's actually upstairs in Kmart's where there's actually workers that kind of like look down the aisles and like check if like anyone's like pocketing stuff, you know, like that. There's like literally windows up above the aisles, but I've never noticed them until I went up there, and they were like aligned with the aisles so you could be able to see them. But anyways, we're not talking about that. We're talking about what's going on the outside of the Kmart. So on the outside of the Kmart, we go outside and we start getting on our bikes because we heard a different alarm this time go off when we were inside the garage of the Kmart. So we kind of like booked it and left. And my house is really close to the Kmart. Like it's like not even a quarter mile away from my house. Like it's walking distance. So keep in mind it's cold outside, and we were almost to my street, right? Very close to my street. Like here's my street. Here's where we were, like right over here. Like we were like super close. So then we saw a cop car speed by. And then we try to like go a little bit faster, but then another one comes right behind it, and he stops and pulls in the driveway of the place that we were on, like the sidewalk, like the place he turned in. So when he pulled in, we were like freaking out because we obviously stopped like common sense because I was only 16. I wasn't even 16 yet. My friend was 16. My friend Jacob. Everyone else was younger than me, a little bit by 1 year. My cousin Lewis, he was like 13 probably. Jamie is now in high school. He's in 9th grade. And so basically the cop gets out and the other one starts rolling by. And that's where it all really starts. Because like my friend, he starts like not crying, you know, I don't want to say it on camera, but he starts like a tear or two starts coming out of his eyes. And we don't know what's going to happen. We're only 15 and he's 16. I mean, it's worse for him because he's 16. But then my friend Jamie, because he's the one that like went inside the Kmart and like broke it out, because he also broke a window inside of the Kmart, like a glass window, so he wanted to confess that too if they were just gonna ask him anyways as to who went in. So basically, to sum it all up, Jamie went and told the cops that he was the one that did it, and he wanted to take the blame for it, so we didn't have to, and he was being really generous about that. And me and Jamie still talk a little bit now because he lives down the street from me. So I don't know, because I don't think any of us got anything on our records because we were younger and it didn't say no trespassing signs, so we kind of told the cops that. And they were a little, you know, cool, but then they got all of our information down, and our parents literally came up, and then they were pissed, but luckily if it wasn't my mom, then it was my dad. So my dad wasn't as pissed because we told him that it was Jamie, and then the cops told him that it was Jamie. So if it wasn't for Jamie, I would have been in a lot of trouble, and I don't know what I would have been doing right now, because I probably wouldn't have been making a YouTube video, honestly. I wouldn't have anything to tell you. So anyways, that's basically it, is we got stopped by the cops. So I'm going to tell you guys the next story, which just happened today. So you know how you guys like to ride my mini bike. I ride it probably once every day, most likely every day, but I'm probably going to stop for a little bit now. I'm going to go off the radar just a little bit. But anyways, guys, so I was riding a mini bike, and there's a street that's kind of like a main road, but it's like 25 miles per hour. So keep that in mind. My bike can only go tops 30. So I wasn't super speeding. I was only 5 miles per hour over. But anyways, so there's a park by my house, right, that I always ride in the field. It's like a really big park, really big field area. So why not drive inside it, right? And it's a little muddy. So, I mean, my bike, that's why it gets dirty, because there's a little mud in it, and it's all wet and snowy all the time in Michigan. So, you know, the weather's so bipolar. Let's say this. If you're looking at it from your point of view, there's an exit all the way in the left corner of the park, and here is where there was a bunch of kids at the basketball area. Over here, that's where I was going. It wasn't bothering anybody. There was like 7 of them, right? And I knew they were in middle school because I could just tell by their faces. I've never seen them at my high school. I mean, no one around here goes to any other high school, and there's only the other middle school around here. So that's what I assume. I'm not saying anything, don't quote me on that. But anyways, I'm pretty sure they're in middle school. So I was like, okay, well, these kids are being stupid. So I was literally just about to go onto the sidewalk that gets you out to the side street near my house. And then on the left in my eye, it wasn't like directly in my eye like yet, but on like the fence of somebody's house, I saw like a green little flash, and I knew that was a laser, like one of those bright lasers, because I have one of my own, and I know what they look like because I've shined them at, not at people because I'm not stupid, but I shine them at like other garages like across the street when it's like nighttime, and the laser gets like at least like this big, like as a light, so you could tell it was a laser. What else would be green shining there? So I stopped and I looked back and I kept riding my bike, and then I turned around because I was confident. I was like, okay, well, these people need to not do this to me, because I obviously wasn't gonna get off my bike and whoop their ass, because I'm not saying I'm not gonna do that, but there were 7 of them, so I wasn't gonna like do anything but I went over there, and just to like scare them, I was like, the cops are coming now. And they didn't hear me. They were like, what? So I was about to go out the driveway to the main road that's like 25 miles per hour, and I turned off my bike. And I was like, the cops are coming now. Like, I yelled, and I told them, and then they called me names, like, oh, you're such a, like, P-word. I'm not gonna say it on the YouTube video because I don't want to, like, degrade myself in front of everybody, but, you're such a P-word, and F you, and all that kind of stuff that people say. And then, this black guy, I'm not even racist. Like, I hang out with black people in school, so the one black guy that was hanging out with them, because they were playing basketball, so they were all like standing next to each other, and he was like, "What's up, nigga?" Like, I don't care if I say that. I'm not even gonna say any other words, but he said, "What's up, nigga?" Like, really loud, and he was like, "Say it to my face," because I was like, I called them a bunch of stuff too, because they called me a bunch of stuff. So I knew I was on my bike and they couldn't run after me. So after that, I go to turn on my bike, right, and it doesn't start. So I was like thinking, oh no, my god, it can't be like this right now. So I forgot that my the starter on it was turned off, so I had to turn that on, and then I pulled it off, and then I started driving my bike, and then in the corner of my eye, I look left, and then I see two of them actually running like after me, trying to catch up to me. So this guy was at the stop sign when I pulled out in front of him, because I didn't want them to catch me, you know, like there was like 7 of them, because if one of them caught me, then he stopped me, and then I'm screwed. So, I pulled on the main road, and he was trying to run after me, but he stopped because he knew he couldn't catch up to me, because I was at least going 30. And, anyways, after the guy actually behind me, keep in mind this, I was like this, and you're not supposed to come up close to like a person that's on a bike, like a motorcycle thing. Like, that's dangerous, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to like kill them. So I was like this, and the car guy, I kept looking back, and he kept inching closer to me while he was like driving, and I was like, what are you doing? So I turned a little bit to the left, like I didn't turn, but like I like shifted to the left, and then I kept telling him, I was like, go. I was like, there's like a rush or something. Like, he was like on my ass, literally. Like, here's me, and he was like literally right here, and I kept telling him, I was like, go. And then you heard this like little like Explorer or whatever he was driving, like accelerate past me, and like he looked at me, and I was like, yeah, there's something wrong. And I was like, wow, like people like that, you can't. This is what my parents told me after I go home. Like, just like a life lesson to other people that have not been in this kind of situation yet, because a lot of people will probably encounter stuff like this. Like, I wasn't thinking at the time, which most people, that's what they're gonna say, is I wasn't thinking at the time, but that's the case. You're not thinking sometimes. But anyways, I'm sorry if my hair looks bad for this whole video, but anyways, I'm not refilming it. So, anyways, you're not thinking at the time. So a little life lesson is always don't mess with people. If you're like on like a mini bike or something like I was, since I wasn't thinking at the time, it could only go 30, so I don't know what those people in the car could have done. I mean, it was a guy and a girl I saw, so I didn't think they would like chase after me, which they obviously didn't, so I didn't have anything to worry about. But just imagine if they chased after me, then I would have been screwed. They have a car, you know, I can't go like 50 miles per hour because it's not fully ungoverned yet. It can only go like 30, so I really wanted to go 50, but that's why I can just go and be dicks to people. I'm actually very respectful on my bike. Like, every time I go into a field and I go near a house in the back of it, I go slow so the engine is not loud. I'm like courteous to other people, you know. So like if a cop like tells me, then I'm not gonna run away from him. I'm probably not gonna get it taken away, but he'll probably warn me. I mean, I'll tell him I'm very generous to other people, and like if there's a dog outside or if someone's walking the dog, I don't just gun it. I like go like really slow to other people, you know. So anyways, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Those are my 2 stories that I have to tell you. I'm probably gonna do a story time probably once every week. There's gonna be different topics, different kinds of stories. So hit that subscribe button, like this video. Tell me what you guys want to do in this next kind of vlogging. What I'm going to do, I really wanted to go to the Kobo Center for an auto show, but it's like $20, and I'm not saying I can't afford it. I kind of don't want to unless none of my friends are going to go, you know, so I'm not going to go to that. So I'm going to sign off of this YouTube video, and it is already 7:32, so I kind of want to edit it, get it uploaded for tomorrow, because I basically uploaded today kind of, but it was like last night at like 11 o'clock. Because it was like a 14-minute long video, so it takes a little bit longer to, you know, upload and render the video. So anyways, I'm gonna go edit this out, and I do hope you guys enjoy. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm gonna be trying to do another vlog for you guys, and I know this really wasn't much of a vlog, but stay tuned for the next video, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Comment down below. Please comment down below what kind of challenges you guys want, and like this video. I'll see you guys later in the next video. Peace.